watching Let's Chat.
There's always something deliciously creative out of Chattanooga State, particularly when it comes to the world of writing. Erica Lux is here joining us now to talk a little bit more about what's going on. First of all, Erica Lux, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, tell us exactly what you're doing at Chattanooga State and why this is so intriguing to those of us who love to read.
Well, this is our annual Writers at Work program, and we have hosted many famous Southern authors.
Right.
I'm going to take these off while I talk. Give me just a second.
Sure,
There's a lot of
right
feedback.
ahead.
It's distracting me.
Is it like an
So,
echo? If it's an
our
echo, we
students
can
in our
fix it.
Composition 2 classes read a common novel or a collection of short stories or poems, and they study the author's writings and their lives and Southern culture. And then in the spring of each year, the author comes to campus to visit with our students and the greater Chattanooga community. Of course, this year we had to cancel things in the spring.
Right. And you've kind of, like so many other organizations, have had to pivot and regroup and try to get the same message, if you will, out across, but you're having to do it a little bit differently, correct?
Yes, that's correct. So we had to alter our plans a bit this year and take things virtual, like a lot of people are doing that. Our Yahoo Festival is going on this week too. It's a celebration of young adult literature, and next week will be Writers at Work, and it will be all conducted through Zoom. But making that move has allowed us to do some different things. For example, we're getting to interview Andrew Lippa, who is a lyricist and composer of Big Fish the Musical.
Right.
And we wouldn't have had the opportunity to bring him in from New York, but since we're doing it virtually, we have access to people like that.
And you were also bringing in author Daniel Wallace, correct?
That is correct. So he is
How did you
the
pick
author.
Daniel?
He's the author of Big Fish. I think a lot of people have probably seen that movie, and that's the book that our students read this past year. He is also a bit of a cartoonist, and so we'll be talking to him about that. But our students read his work, Big Fish, and he's our author for this year.
Can you tell us a little bit about what some of the other events that are being offered next week?
Absolutely. On Monday night will be our Behind the Writer interview, where I will talk to him about his life as a writer and specifically as a Southern writer and what his process looks like. On Tuesday around lunchtime is when we have the interview with Andrew Lippa. And then on Thursday evening, one of our English professors, who also teaches an intro to film studies class, will talk to him specifically about what it was like to have his book translated into the film. And then Friday evening, some of our theater folks will put on a sort of edited version of the musical and discuss what it's like, I think, too, working in a pandemic, trying to put on a stage production.
As a voracious reader of just about everything I can get my hands on, there's a difference between writers from the South, Southern writers, as opposed to those who are not from here. And I can't put my finger on what it exactly is, but when you read it, you certainly know it. Let me ask you this. Tell us exactly where we can go to find out more information on what's going on.
Thank you. Please go to chatbigread.com. That's CHATT, bigread.com. And of course, we are on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook too.
All right, sounds like a plan. Erica, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you have a tremendous turnout for the Writers at Work that you guys at Chattanooga State have been doing for years and years. Best of luck, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank
We're going to
you.
be talking with a local young lady coming up here in a moment who wants to break the world's record. We're going to find out what is involved in all of that when we come back on Let's Chat.